In this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about some essential strategies for newbies that could save you a lot of pain and losses. This is going to be coming from a personal perspective because I've been in this game for over 5+ years. I'm also going to be talking about Onyxcoin with you guys, which is XCN, and demonstrate how I've been talking about this coin for lower risk setups, not entering into setups that are high stress, that would stress you out, that would make you want to just stare at the screen for like an entire day, and by the end of the day you're probably taking some losses. I've been there. Okay, there's an easier way to do it, and if you guys been following my channel, you guys can vouch for me down in the comment section below. So let's go ahead and dive right into this for Onyx coin here, and I'm gonna relate to some of the newbies here for what I've been doing. Okay, so Onyx Coin, this is the weekly time frame. I've been talking about this for quite some time. I know that a lot of times that these coins could be pretty sleepy. Okay, the price action, especially with Onyx Coin. I've traded this a couple of times, and it definitely has not had the momentum I've seen in other um altcoins. But just because a coin is sleepy doesn't mean that it's not going to do anything, in the future. Okay, especially if the project is not going under, right? That's the first and foremost. Because I've seen projects that get delisted. I had positions that get delisted. I think that's also a risk to consider, right? But if the project did not go under, and the price action is still going on, I mean, there's a very likely chance that there's going to be a revival. I'm not saying that XCN is going to revive, but because I don't know anything else about XCN, I'm just really talking to you guys directly from what I'm seeing here on the charts. To be honest, because I focus on trading, I focus on making profits, and I do that with what I'm seeing here on the charts. Now, weekly time frame here for Onyx coin. I talked about a falling wedge pattern here. Falling wedges, for you newbies, definitely pay attention to this because it is a very simple pattern to charts. It's basically a triangle with a tightening channel, and you chart this pattern by connecting at least three candles on the top trend line, and connecting three candles at least on the bottom trend line. And if the pattern is a tightening triangle, then you have a falling wedge. Why are falling wedges very good to be looking for? Because they present a lot lower risk entries. It usually tells you that after an extensive downtrend on that time frame, that the price action has a higher chance of breaking to the upside. In this case, it did. XCN did break to the upside here out of this bigger falling wedge, and the weekly time frame, the weekly candle of on the weekly candle of July 7th. Okay, price target here is going to be about 2.5 cents price target. Now, price targets are estimates only. You can find out how to get price targets for falling wedges and a variety of other patterns with maybe ChatGPT, Google, but I'll tell you about this one. Falling wedge, you basically measure the opening of the pattern, and then you put that measurement of the opening, and then you put it on top of an expected or actual breakout point. Okay, so this falling wedge here, something to note that price targets are not 100%. Okay, they're estimates only. There could be more, there could be less. A lot of it depends on Bitcoin. If you guys been trading altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin, that is not a good idea because Bitcoin is still the driver of this market. And if Bitcoin pumps, that's very good for the markets, and if Bitcoin dumps, that's very bad for the altcoins and the markets, okay? The crypto markets. So I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin because that could very much wreck you. That is the number one chart I pay attention to. Now, since it broke out, it did not meet its price target, but this breakout is still valid, okay? because the price action is still above this upper trend line of that falling wedge pattern that that it broke out of, and it has formed another falling wedge pattern here, and the price target for this one is going to be about almost 1.6 cents here, price targets. Let's zoom in a little bit because there looks like there is a breakout here that has happened back on September 12th. Okay, so something to be paying attention to because it is trying to get on top of some daily moving averages, including your daily 50 SMA. That's the white line here, looking for a solid candle close above that. Daily 200 SMA is going to be about 1.5 cents. Okay, so this is basically what I'm seeing for Onyxcoin. Let's come back up here to the weekly time frame here. I'm gonna rechart this real quick because this looks like a bigger falling wedge pattern that basically combines these two. Okay, you should definitely refresh your charts. I refresh my charts at least 3 to 4 times a day, right? See if any new data comes in that changes what the chart looks like. Of course, these are just my opinions, right? I am long on Bitcoin. I am long on quite a bit of the altcoins here, so my opinions on this market is bullish. But these are just my opinions, like the entirety of this video, and it's not financial advice. You gotta form your own opinions when you guys trade, okay? You guys gotta have your own conviction. Now, bigger falling wedge pattern here with the two falling wedges I've talked about. And the price target, I'm going to give you guys a live charting here. The price target is basically, if it breaks out by this point, for example, price target would be about 2.9 cents price target. Now, if Onyx Coin can work its way up, let's take a look into the monthly time frame. If Onyx Coin can actually work its way up to retest this about 4.9 cents, 4.95 cents resistance, basically where it got rejected last time in the beginning of the year, January, this could still look like a cup and handle pattern that could be forming, but still too early to say. So that's basically what I'm seeing for XCN, how you guys can take advantage of some of these essential and very basic strategies. So if you guys want to continue seeing any more of Onyx Coin, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, or any other coins in this market by doing the same, and I'll pick a request to do for you guys on a daily basis.